Hi everybody, it's me, Carrie, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills, Michigan, here with a pre-recorded video for you for Saturday, February 15th, the day after Valentine. So I hope you guys all are having or had a wonderful Valentine. We like to spread it through the weekend, so we'll be enjoying it. Anyway, I am, like I said, Carrie, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills, Michigan. Let's get the ad out of the way. MemoryINKers.com. That is my Stampin' Up! Website. If you are shopping in February 2025, please use this hostess code, P as in Paul, M as in Michael, D as in David, 94, F as in Frank, K as in Carrie, T as in time. Okay, so that's out of the way. Today I am going to be doing a few really quick video cards for you because I thought sometimes we should do some fun stuff. So this is our celebration. These are the stickers. I bought the stickers and the designer series paper. They actually were one thing, but they come separate. I don't know why. It is called Wildflower Birthday. So it's a specialty paper, and there's two ways to buy it. You can just get the paper, or you can get the paper with the stickers. I chose to get the with the stickers. So that's the stuff we're going to be using things from. We're also going to be using a sentiment from Sweetly Scripted. This is no longer available, but it is one of my favorite sentiment sets. So you may see me using it occasionally, and I know you guys have stamps that are retired, so you get it. And we're going to be using the embossing folder from Celebration called Starstruck Embossing Folder. You can get this for free with a $60 order in February at MemoryINKers.com. So just remember that. There's other things too, don't forget. The other sentiments are going to be from Something Fancy, and I will be using a couple of the Something Fancy dies as well. So we have that. The ink, Blueberry Bushel for everything. So here we go. We are going to start with a super simple card. These are pieces cut from the designer series paper, okay, or popped out as in this case. This is a piece of Pretty in Pink. It is 3 1/4 square. This trim down is slightly over 3 inches, or slightly under. It's around 3 inches when you trim it, at least the way I trimmed it. This is, I believe it is 3 1/2 by 5. Also from the designer series paper. Can you see the sparkle? They all have a little bit of sparkle on them, which is pretty cool. Blueberry Bliss cardstock for the card, and it is cut 4 1/4 by 11. So we're going to fold it in half. Now you may want to pre-score this at 5 1/2 to get a cleaner score line. And I always tell you guys that, but I never show you what I mean. So I'm going to zoom in for this. So I want you guys to watch. So this is not going to fold as pretty as we might like it. So when you do this on a dark like black or something like this Blackberry Bliss, and you don't pre-score it, it scores okay. I mean, it's not bad, but if you can see, like, see, I've got like a little curve to it. So yeah. And you can also see where it's frayed a little bit. So that's why I always suggest that you pre-score. So let me scroll back down to about, I think that's right. All right. So this is another super, like I said, I'm doing super simple cards today. So here's the inside. Poof, done. Simple. Okay. Super simple. You know, I wasn't doing, I just started doing more simple cards because you guys have asked me to. They're not normally what I would do, so it's taking me a little while to figure out what I think about simple cards. But they are quick and easy, which is wonderful, right? So I'm just going to mat this cupcake onto here, like so. And that's going to go on the front. And I think I want to put this little cupcake on the inside just to give it a little bit more oomph. So I'm going to set that like so it's slightly off of that square. Oh, I don't want it to line up though with that. So let me scoot it a little more. There we go. Love liquid glue. I can make some changes. I love that. So there's my inside. Now this is going to be on the outside, but I think I might pop it up. But first, I'm going to stamp a sentiment from Simply Something Fancy, and it's just a very thin happy birthday sentiment. Okay, you can see I need a little more glue there. Look, I have a note, HB thin. Because otherwise I forget what I'm doing, you guys. I know it's hard to imagine me forgetting something. Said nobody ever. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it over to my mini cut and emboss machine, and I'm going to cut it out using this die. So let me grab my mini cut and emboss machine. I'm going to move that out of my way. I'm not closing it yet because I'm using it for every card that I'm doing today. So here we are. And I'm going to be gutsy and see if I can cut this out without taping it down. A lot of times I use like washi tape or something to hold it in place, but we're going to be gutsy. Does yours squeak? Mine squeaks. I don't worry about it, but it definitely squeaks. Okay, so now I have a happy birthday. What I like is it kind of gave it, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it kind of gave it a little edge. I don't know if it's supposed to or not, but it did, and I like it. So we're going to be happy with that. So I'm going to move this out of the way for right now. We'll use that again in a little bit. Now I'm going to correct these little corners that I didn't put enough adhesive on. And that one too. Sometimes I get in a hurry and I forget what I'm doing. So I am going to put this happy birthday off to the side, and I do want to raise this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere part of this here, and I'm going to put it where I want it. And I'm going to use my grid lines here so that I can kind of line it up so that it's relatively straight. Let's not get excited. It is me after all, but we're going to give it a try. So there we go. There's the happy birthday. Then I can take my dimensionals and, oh good, here's a nice half of one. I can put right there. Quick card, right? And these are great, especially if you're doing like a gift pack for somebody where you're just going to put together a bunch of quick cards for them and they're not, you know, it's just a gift. That sounds terrible. It's not just a gift, but it's to somebody who maybe just prefers simple cards. So there you go. Look, and you can add some bling. Some bling would be pretty on here. I'm not doing that today because we're doing fast. But see, and you've got the pretty inside. So there's that one. One down. All right. Now for this one, for the next two, actually, I took some basic white, which you're going to need for the inside, 4 by 5 1/4. I took 2, and one of them I embossed with that celebration folder. This is going to be on the outside. Okay. And again, we're going to make a quick card, And this time I am going to be using this little hexagon-ish shape. It's not a perfect hexagon, actually. So I'm going to stamp that on here. I love Blueberry Bushel. It's such a pretty color. So I'm going to set that on there, and I'm going to run it through my mini cut and emboss machine. But I know that this piece of cardstock is too wide, so I'm going to trim it down. Okay. No, so I'd love to know, what do you think? Do you prefer when I do these quick, simple cards? Do you prefer when I get a little fancy and do the more detailed fancy stuff? Or are you a mix of both? I mean, you know, that's, I suppose, also true. But I would prefer to know which of the two you prefer. Super simple like these cards, or a little bit more elaborate with more steps and things and that kind of stuff. I should do a poll, but I'm asking you now, so I'd love to know what you think. Okay, so there's my thank you. Alrighty. All right, so again, I should have pre-scored. So I didn't, so I'm going to grab my paper trimmer. And I'm going to pre-score it. I'm going to go, get my cutter out of the way. I'm going to go to 5.5. And I'm going to score. And remember, the bumpy side goes on the inside. Now, I scored this really lightly. You may want to score it a little bit stronger, but I think this actually worked out just fine. But it kept it from having, like the phrase and things. I hope I'm in camera. All right, so this is going to go on the inside. I did not bring anything to put on the inside of this card, but there are other flowers and things that you could add to this inside, or like a strip of designer series paper or whatever it is that you think you would like. Of course, it's up to you, duh. So I'm really excited because I have a Stampin' Up! Order that is due today, while I'm today, the day I'm recording this, and it is new product that's going to be available online. I didn't get a lot because I'm kind of being a little more frugal right now, because between my time with my family and things, I don't have quite as much time. But I did get this one really cool die. It's a bundle. I didn't get the bundle. You know, I don't always get the bundle. I used to always get the bundle. But I didn't like the stamp set, so hey. Okay, so isn't this pretty? I just think this is so pretty. So I am going to put this up on Dimensionals also. Again, it's, you can see, I wasn't kidding. I said I was making some super simple cards. Now at the end of this video, I do have one, depending on my time limit, that is a little bit more. You might remember that on Thursday, I shared an old video with you guys of a card I made with some designer series paper. If you didn't see that, you should go back and look. It's such a cute card. But I'm going to try to remake it. I don't obviously have the same designer series paper, but I think I'm going to put that there. I'm going to tuck it under. I always have to think about stuff, you know. I have a little bit of blue or something on there. Oh, it's just fuzzy. Okay, I'm going to put it there. I can't ask you guys because this is pre-recorded. So I can't get any feedback. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to set it on top right there. super quick little thank you card. It's very, very cute. Okay, that was card number 2. All right. Third card. I did the same thing with the background and a piece for the inside. This one is regular 5.5 by 8.5. So it is a regular, I shouldn't say regular. Is there regular? I don't know. But it is a standard card style. So for the inside, sliding under my mat, I am going to put the piece of basic white. Now I do have something to add to this inside piece, so you guys can see that. Okay. Seemed like I was telling you guys, oh, the new stuff. I don't even remember everything that's in my pre-order. Like I said, I didn't order a whole lot. Some people order everything. I don't order everything. Because if I don't like it, how am I supposed to tell you to like it? I'm not going to pretend I like something for you guys just so you'll buy it. That's not me. So anyway, so I got this little flower and I was debating on where I was going to put it. I actually think I like it up here at the top. So I am going to set it right there. So now I have a pretty little inside for my card. And here is my embossed top, just like the last ones. I gotta remember to get the corners this time. The lighting for me in the basement today is a little weird. I already checked the video, looks like it's okay, but for me it's a little dark. So let me know what you guys think, because that does happen sometimes. And then I am going to put this pretty flower on. And then I have, look at this cute tag. This was in that designer series paper too. You just cut it away. So here's a little tip I'm going to do for you guys, because this, the sentiment I want to use, it says, grateful for the everyday magic of you. This is barely going to fit. So I'm going to pull out my old style handy dandy before the Stamparatus machine. This came with this, this is a Stamp-A-Jig. And then this is just a piece of like, it's like heavy plastic. And some is textured, some isn't. I like to stamp on the textured side. And you shove it right into the corner. You can have somebody make this for you if you do not have a Stamparatus, which sadly is no longer available, and you don't have a Stamp-A-Jig, and you don't want to spend a lot of money. Somebody can make this for you very easily, I'm sure. All right, so now I'm going to take my blueberry bushel again. I'm going to ink it up, and then holding these pieces where they are, I'm going to take this, slide it into place, okay, and go straight down. So now I can see, I mean, look at how crooked it is on compared to the way it looks on the block. I'm a little worried about that. I'm going to do it again, because that, I wonder if I made a mistake when I was stamping it. So it's always good to check before you go to your project. No, it is that crooked. Okay, so now I can take this, and I want to hold this in place. So I've got some sticky note here from when I was doing these things. They're kind of small, but they should hold. Okay, just to keep those in place. Then I'm going to set this on here and see how I can see where it goes so that it looks pretty, and put that back in place. Now I can move this away, making sure I didn't move that paper. All right. Set it in again. Press straight down. And it should be perfect. Ta-da! And it is. So I mean, I loved the Stamp-A-Majig for years before we had the Stamparatus. So I like to remind people that it's a great tool also. So I'm going to set this aside for a minute. I do have that other card. I got to look at my time once we finish this one. So the inside, remember, has a pretty flower in it. And then we have the pretty flowers here. And this is just a fun, I mean, this would be pretty with a happy birthday too, or a happy anniversary, or whatever. Get well, because, you know, those are things we often give flowers for, right? But it's just, I mean, this is just such a pretty bundle. And like I said, it's from a scrapbooking kit. So, you know, that was its original intention. So, I'm just going to pull these off. There we go. Now, this was my dilemma with this. I really want to put this right here, which is, I think, where it's going to go. But I'm a little bit sad that it's covering up this pretty gold bow. I'm a little sad by that. But I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. So I'm just going to put dimensionals on each side of this. And there we go. Super, super simple. Now I gotta pop up and look at how much time is on my thing. Okay, I'm at 21 minutes. Oh, I'm gonna try to do the other one. Let's see. Let's see if we can get it done. All right, so this one is similar to the, remember I told you I was recreating the video from Thursday. That old video, I think it's like 4 years old or something, where I cut out DSP, Designer Series paper, in case you don't know, for that. So, the first thing I'm going to do so I can get this ink out of the way is, this is another one of those banners, and the sentiment I'm using has long strings on it, and I don't want them to be on there. So, I am going to cover them like so, and I'm going right over the little strip of gold that's there, and I'm going to grab my Stamp-A-Majig again, because this is another one that I want to be sure I get it right. Now I'm not going to ink up the whole thing, because the whole thing's not going to fit, right? So I'm going to slide this onto my jig like that, and go down. By the way, this piece will wash away, so it's okay. So now I can see where that happy birthday goes, and see how, because I put those little Post-it notes there, it's going to keep it from going where I don't want it to go. The little loopy things, which I think are so pretty. I love this stamp set. I'm so sad that it is not available. But we've had other like scripted sets like this again. Again, I'm placing this plastic where I want it and the Stamp-A-Majig there, inking it up again, sliding it in place, hoping I didn't move it. Looks okay. It's not perfect, but it's from me, so yeah, it's a little bit crooked, but that's okay. I'm good with it. All right, so let me move all of my things to be cleaned, or at least some of them, out of my way. And I'm going to need my paper trimmer again. And we are going to take a piece of 5 1/4, somewhere I put where I wanted to score it. What did I do with that note? Pause while I go look for that. Okay, part of the problem was what I had here was another quickie card, which I'll probably just do it and take a picture of it. But this one I'm using this Saying Hey stamp set. And And I don't remember what I decided. I think I decided to do happy birthday on that too. From here, this happy birthday. So let me pop that out because I didn't have it ready, which happens, you know, hey, it happens. And grab a block. There we go. All right. And here we go now. And I found my scoring information. So I am going to score this at 2.5. And 6 3/4. I'm going to pull out my arm here and slide this over to 6 3/4. There we go. And we will hope that I was right when I did it. All right. So we'll fold it the first one, which I didn't probably score strong enough, but it'll do. And that one. Okay, see, now it kind of makes kind of like a gatefold for us. So this is still going to be a simple card, but it's getting slightly fancier than the other ones. So now on the inside, I think I had some ideas for the inside. Oh, that's this. This is going on the inside. Okay. I know it's different, right? But it is, you still have room to sign it on here. Or you can add some pieces of basic white right there to write more if you would like. That would be kind of cute. I didn't think about it. Sorry. But see what I mean? Like you could add some there. So that's going to go there. Then I have this little piece. This is also from the designer series paper. This is in with all of the little borders and stuff that I cut. But it doesn't look like anything more than a piece of designer series paper. Although certainly, obviously, designer series paper can be used so many ways. We do like designer series paper. Yeah. I do not want a 12-step program for my paper problem. I do have a paper problem, and I'm totally happy with it. Totally happy. Who else has that? Totally happy with your paper problem. Okay, so that is that side. Then I have this is also some of the designer series paper. Not one of the ones that you cut out. That inside, the inside cake here, that is something you cut. It's like one whole sheet. I'll show you depending on the time. Because my camera sometimes cuts me off if I go too long. I don't have fancy equipment, everybody. I'm just a girl in her craft room who's been a demonstrator for 24 years this month. Actually, it was a couple of days ago, and I totally forgot about it. It's just too much going on right now. So I have this right here, and I am going to use the ink again, which I put away, so I'll grab it back. And I am going to stamp happy birthday on here. Like, oh, let's do that again. Like stamp the whole thing. That's pretty crooked. Yep. You know you're watching a Carrie video when these things happen. All right, that's good enough. All right, now I can put away the blueberry bushel. All right, so now this is what I have for my card base, right? Now, I don't know why I have that. I think that was for another one. Now, I punched out a whole bunch of the flowers that are a part of these sets. I'm not going to put them all up there. They're here. There is some gold leaf. I don't know if I'm going to use those or not, but I am going to, oh look, I guess that's where I'm going to put my happy birthday. So I am going to use this happy birthday right about there now, since I have to cover up that schmutz. And I am going to put a flower on it. So I just want you guys to be aware that that's some of the stuff I'm doing. So remember that video that I posted on Thursday? I had a bunch of flowers on it. So I'm going to start laying the ones that I want to be flat on the page. I think that one's going to pop up. I'm going to put dimensionals on it and put it in place, just so I can remember what I'm doing. And oh, don't take that off yet. So I know that one's going to go up. I don't want the pink right next to that, so we will put another yellow one here, I think. Or maybe this one, because that's really cute, right? That's really cute, but I need more yellow. So no. So no, that won't work. Yep. This is called working on the fly. So I am going to just keep setting the flowers about where I think they should go. See, if I hadn't glued that down, I probably wouldn't have put that pink one right there, because I knew that was the main flower. So now I have a basic idea of where oh man, do you see that I'm getting blue all over my flowers? Do you see that? It's because I touched my ink pad, I think. That's not cool. But I can hide them. I can hide those blue spots. Oh, not that one. Yeah, I can. I'll add something to it. So we'll be good. We will be good. So I'm going to take this one that I know I want to have popped up. I hope I'm not running out of time, you guys. And I'm going to set that kind of right there. And I'm going to take a leaf, because this pink on pink is bugging me a little bit. And I'm going to put a little adhesive here. And I'll put one on this one too. And they're going to go in here like so, just to kind of break up the pink on pink thing going on. And then I will tuck this one under here. So I hide the blue. I'm not popping this one up because I got to tuck it in there, right? And notice I'm making sure that my adhesive is not going to be on that piece. So hide the blue. There we go. And you just keep going and building and making it pretty the way you want it to look. Okay. So I think I'm going to add that pink one over here. I love this little blue one, so I think I want to pop that one up because it's just cute, right? Not real sure where it's going to go yet. Let's see how I like it up there. Maybe. That's kind of cute. I've got a lot of pink going on here. Here's another blue one that can go down here. So they're not all popped up, but just play around and get it to where you want it. I can see a little bit of my dimensional right there. That's going to bug me. Thank goodness I didn't press down too hard yet, right? There. Ta-da! And then I'm just going to add some more leaves around because they will look cute, right? I like this blue one. I think this blue one is pretty awesome. So I think I'm going to put this one up here so that it kind of sticks out a bit onto this piece. Isn't that fun? And you just, oh, I didn't glue that down yet. And you just keep playing until you get the design that you're hoping for. Or the one that you're willing to accept as your final piece. So I'm gonna maybe, see, I have these little ones too, but I don't think I'm gonna use those. Maybe put this one right there, like so. That's too close to the other yellow. Do you guys do this? Do you guys play around until you make yourself crazy? Well, it's going to do. Nope. We're going to do this one. Oops. So I'm putting that one this way. So they kind of look like they're coming from the same flower bunch, right? And maybe stick a little leaf in there so it kind of looks cool. Okay, so basically that's what I'm doing with this. And so see, when it opens, got a little bit of glue there. When it opens, that's going to flip up. So for the happy birthday, I'm going to want to go in here, right? And I want it to show. So let me just trim it for now because I'm going to trim it again. So I know I want to cover up that schmutz that I made, but I want to see the happy birthday. So I'm going to attempt a straight cut. So I'm going to put that like so, and a little lower. There we go. So I'm going to put a little adhesive on the part that says happy birthday, and I'm going to play with it to get it where I want it, covering up that blue schmutz that I did, right? So there we go. Now I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to stick it on the end, like so. Maybe I'll put that one up there too. Yep, I like it. So just a little bit of glue. I'm actually going to put it on this and see how that goes. Oh, it needs more. You just got to be a little careful when you have stuff hanging off so that it doesn't seal itself. But see, now we have the happy birthday, which, yes, it looks crooked, so we'll straighten that out. There we go. Happy birthday, and when you open it up, you still have more. And you still have room to write. And like I said, you could put some white in there. So there is that card. Let me grab the other ones so that you can see them all. And yes, like I said, I do have another quick one, but I will just do that one later because this is getting long. So there you go. Quick and easy birthday, and thinking of yous and thank yous and everything. So play with your scrapbooking kits. All right, have a blessed and wonderful day. Don't forget, you can go shopping on my website, MemoryINKers.com. There's the February 2025 hostess code. July. I'm really missing summer. All right, you guys. Bye.